What it do, Niner fam? Now, on to some good Niner news. Somebody says, I already feel bad for the Panthers for what CMC is about to do to them in this revenge game. Have we played the Panthers since we got him? I can't remember. I thought we did. I don't know. But if we didn't, Shanahan is finna scheme it now. Cause Shanahan finna scheme him open. He gonna do everything for him. He gonna do him dirty. He gonna do him dirty. I know Shanahan gonna do him dirty. He gonna scheme. He gonna have him doing everything. Now, that's what the narrative is. Because I'm guaranteeing you, the Panthers is like the defensive coordinator. Like, look, Christian McCaffrey. He's gonna want to do. They're gonna have him doing everything because it's Christian McCaffrey. If I'm Shanahan, I wouldn't do it. I'd change the game plan completely around. See? I'd change it completely around. I would take him. I'd say, okay, you know what? You're not going to run anymore. I'm going to make you a wide receiver. I'd have him on all the wide receiving plays. You know what I'm saying? And have Brian Robinson Jr. doing the other plays. And shake that up. Shake him up. And then when they do adjust, go right to him for being a running back. Because I know that they scared now. They like, but it's the Panthers. It's the Panthers. Now, the Panthers decent. They got a decent record. See, people, I see that's the thing. And I understand what people say. Well, Niners got an easy schedule. Show me the easy part. Yeah, you got some teams that ain't playing that good. We got to remember, we injured. We totally injured. We playing off fumes and coaching. So when they say, oh, well, the Niners got an easy schedule. Well, the Bills thought they had an easy schedule too. Atlanta whooped their ass. I'm not sure. Didn't the Dolphins or somebody whoop the Bills' ass and the Texans? I thought the Bills had this easy schedule. No, it ain't as easy as you still got to play the game. You still got to play the game. And the sad part about it is if the Niners lose a game, then they talk about us. I mean, they have a mountain of criticism on us. But when we win the game, well, we should win that game. What do you mean we should win that game? If anything, we shouldn't be getting injured. That's major. Why are we getting injured? But they don't bring that up. They say, oh, you're supposed to win. They know everything was kind of messed up. But on this game against the Panthers at Levi Stadium, I'm telling you right now, Christian McCaffrey's got something for him because you got to remember how they did him. He was hearing the rumblings in Carolina when he was there. And he was like, nah, he asked his agent, hey, they going to try to trade me? I heard they was trading. He was like, nah, you ain't going nowhere. What he said, he was asleep or at home or at practice, whatever it was. And they was like, yeah, they just traded you to the Niners right now. He was like, what? He was like, yeah, right now. Remember when Christian McCaffrey came to the Niners, he was supposed to play that week. He had just played that Sunday and we was on like a Thursday night game. So he came there. But as a running back, if you're just doing your job, just as a straight up running back, you really don't need that whole playbook. Now the scheming stuff come later, but as a running back and you just doing your job, all right, hit the hole. Follow Trent Williams. You know what I'm saying? I'll play action. You can do, it's certain stuff that you should already know every team got. So remember his first year coming to the Niners. He came in like the middle of the season. He kind of did what Garoppolo did. Remember when we traded for Garoppolo from the Patriots? Garoppolo we didn't even want him in there. All of our quarterbacks got injured. Every one of them got injured. What's that? Nick Mullins, Brian Hoyer? And then you had Garoppolo standing on the sideline just getting off the plane. He seen Marquise Goodwin, and was like, this fool's hella fast. Garoppolo's launching that ball. So when the Niners get him, and they like, hold on. Now, remember, Garoppolo was starting. The thing was, when they got him, they was like, oh, okay, nobody respected Garoppolo. But once he started running, or they'll dump a little bit off to him, and he's doing his thing, they like, hold on, make sure he's covered. When they start to make sure he's covered, then Garoppolo, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle. And the defense was shook, like, hold on, do we respect the run now? Or do we, what do we do? Because remember, they just blitz. And then when you put Purdy in there with him, it was a wrap. They didn't know what to do. First, when Purdy got in there with them, their thing was every defense was a send 9, blitz everybody. Purdy sitting in there picking them apart. And even when, because we played Miami, that was the first game Purdy played. The coach for the Dolphins used to be with the Niners. He said he knew Purdy could play, but not to this extent. And when they asked him, well, why'd you keep blitzing? He's scoring, got it. Why you keep blitzing? Well, we thought it was gonna, slow down. What? We blew them out. Christian McCaffrey had a 2 touchdowns or whatever. He'd been balling. And then he was gonna stay with the Niners. They pay him well. But the thing is, not that they just pay him well. Look at him. This year he was determined to come back. Determined. He's working out hard. He's doing this. He's doing it. They ain't even having no preseason games. He's working out on the sideline. He's trying to get back. He's working out. He was like, I'm going to play. Look at him. See, that's the dedication that you want. When you got them bums like Brandon Ayuk, they don't deserve nothing. And then people wonder why Christian McCaffrey he's getting another bonus at the end of the season. He's getting another bonus, $3 million here, $4 million here. Yes, he deserves it. Nobody think he deserves it. Watch this game. Now, the only reason I'd be kind of skeptical on games like this, because, injury stuff. Now, he seems to have been holding up pretty nice. But I know they're going to try to, this game right here is a game that he wants to win. He wants to put up 3 touchdowns and so many receiving yards and so many rushing yards. He's going to want to do it. So the focal point is going to be on him. And just like I know that, don't you think the Panthers know that? So they're going to try to do any and everything to stop him. And when this emphasis is any and everything, injuring him is not out the book. So Shanahan got to know that. Like I said, I'll let Purdy do his thing. Air it out. Tear their ass up. That's what I would do. But the Panthers got a pretty decent defense. And their quarterback will run. Remember, he's a young guy. He will run. But we got some young guys at the linebacker position. We got Nick Martin over there. So we got some guys. So this is going to be interesting. This game is going to be interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. So let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think about Christian McCaffrey and the Carolina Panthers reunion. Let me know what y'all think, man. Leave it in the comments. Peace. I'm out of here.